The Arctic, a realm of ice and snow, a place of unforgiving cold. Yet for centuries this frozen frontier has beckoned explorers, adventurers and dreamers. The allure of the unknown, the challenge of the extreme, has drawn people to its icy embrace. They ventured into this harsh and unforgiving land, driven by a thirst for discovery and a desire to push the boundaries of human endurance. Early explorers faced unimaginable hardships. They battled freezing temperatures, treacherous ice, and blinding snowstorms. Many perished, their dreams swallowed by the icy wilderness. But their sacrifices paved the way for future generations, revealing the secrets of this frozen world. The history of Arctic exploration is a testament to the human spirit's unyielding desire to explore, understand, and conquer. One of the most enduring quests in Arctic exploration was the search for the Northwest Passage. This fabled sea route promised a shortcut from Europe to Asia, bypassing the treacherous waters around South America. The possibility of such a route captivated the imaginations of explorers and merchants alike. It fueled expeditions for centuries. Sir John Franklin's ill-fated expedition in 1845 epitomized the perils of the Northwest Passage. Franklin, a seasoned explorer, set sail with two ships, HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, and a crew of 129 men. They aimed to finally chart the elusive route. Years passed, and no word came from Franklin's expedition. The mystery gripped the world. Search parties were dispatched, but they found only scattered clues. The ships had become trapped in the relentless ice, their crews succumbing to starvation, disease, and the unforgiving Arctic elements. Though ultimately tragic, Franklin's expedition contributed significantly to the mapping of the Arctic. The North Pole, the very top of the world, became another focal point for Arctic exploration. This symbolic point, located in the middle of the Arctic Ocean, presented the ultimate challenge to conquer the most northerly point on Earth. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a fierce rivalry emerged between explorers determined to plant their flag at the North Pole. The race to the North Pole was fueled by national pride and personal ambition. Explorers were eager to etch their names in history as the first to reach this elusive destination. In 1909, American explorer Robert Peary claimed to have reached the North Pole, accompanied by Matthew Henson and 4 Inuit guides. His claim, however, was met with controversy. Frederick Cook, another American explorer, asserted that he had reached the pole a year earlier. The dispute over who reached the North Pole first raged for years. Despite the controversies, the race to the North Pole had a profound impact on Arctic exploration. It spurred advances in technology and navigation techniques. Amidst the race for the North Pole, Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen emerged as a master of Arctic navigation and survival. Amundsen possessed a deep respect for the Arctic and its indigenous peoples. He understood that learning from their traditional knowledge was crucial for success in this unforgiving environment. Amundsen meticulously planned his expeditions, drawing on Inuit expertise in clothing, shelter and travel techniques. He adopted their use of dog sleds, recognizing their superiority over man-hauling in the Arctic's challenging terrain. This approach, combined with his exceptional navigational skills, enabled Amundsen to achieve remarkable feats. In 1906, Amundsen successfully navigated the Northwest Passage aboard his ship, the Gjoa. This achievement, completed over 3 years, solidified his reputation as a skilled and resourceful explorer. Amundsen's success in the Arctic was not solely due to his navigational skills. His ability to learn from the Inuit, to adapt to their ways, and to value their knowledge played a crucial role in his achievements. The Arctic today faces unprecedented challenges. Climate change, driven by human activity, is warming the Arctic at an alarming rate. This warming is causing sea ice to melt at an unprecedented pace, shrinking glaciers and thawing permafrost. These changes have profound implications for the Arctic ecosystem and the people who depend on it. The melting of Arctic sea ice is one of the most visible and concerning impacts of climate change. This ice plays a crucial role in regulating global temperatures, reflecting sunlight back into space. As it disappears, the Arctic Ocean absorbs more heat, further accelerating warming. This melting ice also threatens the survival of iconic Arctic species such as polar bears, walruses, and seals. The thawing of permafrost, a layer of permanently frozen ground, poses another significant threat. Permafrost contains vast amounts of organic matter, which, when thawed, releases methane and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, further exacerbating climate change. As the Arctic confronts the challenges of climate change, the importance of indigenous knowledge has never been greater. For centuries, indigenous peoples have observed, adapted to, and thrived in the Arctic's challenging environment. Their traditional knowledge, passed down through generations, provides invaluable insights into the region's ecosystems, weather patterns, and wildlife. Indigenous communities possess a deep understanding of the delicate balance of the Arctic environment. They have observed subtle changes in the environment, noticed shifts in animal migration patterns, and witnessed the thinning of sea ice. Their observations provide crucial data for scientists and policymakers working to understand and address the impacts of climate change. Indigenous knowledge is not limited to environmental observations. It also encompasses sustainable practices for hunting, fishing, and resource management. Incorporating indigenous knowledge into climate change research and policy is essential for developing effective adaptation and mitigation strategies. The history of Arctic exploration offers valuable lessons for the future. It reminds us of the human spirit's boundless capacity for courage, resilience, and the pursuit of knowledge. Respect for the natural world and learning from indigenous communities are crucial. Explorers like Franklin, Peary, Cook, and Amundsen teach us about planning, adaptability, and respect for indigenous knowledge. Their experiences underscore the need for humility in the face of nature's might. As the Arctic faces climate change, these lessons are more relevant than ever. International cooperation and integrating indigenous knowledge are paramount. The Arctic is now inextricably linked to the fate of our planet. By heeding past lessons and embracing indigenous knowledge, we can ensure a sustainable future for the Arctic and the world.